Hello everyone and welcome to the first video of this new series called Zero to Tectonical. In this series, I will teach you how to play fighting through my way of learning with a series of guides and tutorials that will prepare you for the dangerous world of open servers. And no, Zero to Tectonical is not the actual name of the series, it's just a joke. This series is targeted towards brand new players, but you experienced players may learn something from this as well. If you don't know who I am Tectonical. I post every other day and majority of my videos are on this game. I am known for being somewhat good at the game, so if you enjoy fighting and want some content to watch, feel free to subscribe. These are the current topics that I will be discussing in this video. So, let's begin. The first thing you should do before you even enter a match is to optimize your game through the in-game settings. Not Roblox settings, but the in-game settings. So go to this character named Zuka. If you ran around exploring the map and don't know how to get back to the middle, just press tab and press the spawn icon. Talk to Zuka and enter the training mode. Once you're in, hit tab and press settings and look around to see what you want to change. I strongly prefer you do your settings inside the training mode so that you can actually test them live since you have bots to shoot and etc. Now go ahead and change whatever you like, but I do recommend that if you've changed your team colors that you put two colors that look completely different from each other so that you can have better visibility because there's a lot of effects in this game. Also, you should set your crosshair to a color that is not going to easily blend with how your screen looks. It is up to you. And depending on what you're playing this game on, also adjust your Roblox settings and your PC or mobile settings. If you have any performance issues, of course. I have a pretty good PC, so I play at max graphics with 240 FPS. If you experience some type of issues, then try to do the basic measures to increase performance. Things like closing background apps on your device that are running, or turning on high performance in your computer settings if you really need to. And obviously, turning your graphics on manual and lowering it to a playable level. Now let's get into actually picking a character that you want to play. Currently there are 3 categories of fighters: melee, ranged, and support. Press X and go through every character until you find one that feels right for you. Or if you want to be a flex player like me and you want to learn all the characters, choose one fighter from each category that you want to learn for now. Go to this isolated grayed out NPC that has infinite health and start testing your character on him. Read what your character does by clicking on each of their abilities in the character selection screen or by pressing H if you're on PC. Since you're most likely brand new to the game, I do not recommend learning skateboard, scythe, boombox, or coil as your first character. But if you like a challenge, then go ahead. Something to also know is that not every support does healing, not every ranged only has ranged attacks, and not every melee is limited to close range only. It's really just as simple as picking a character that looks cool to you. And you might change your main character later anyway, so don't overthink your choice. Since you have the characters you want to play, you can start to learn the game around these characters now. If you want, you can stay and train a little more, and there's even a spot to practice your aim. But once you're done with that, go back to Zuka by his truck and follow the prompts to get back to the lobby. Then go ahead and enter beginner servers, not open servers, beginner. You will not have a good time experiencing these sweats in opens. You're able to stay in beginner servers until level 75 before you are forced to go into open servers. Now once you start playing, you can start gaining experience. Focus on learning your character and getting used to the combat. You should expect to die a lot, so don't worry. There are 3 game modes: Conquer, Annihilate, and Escort. Conquer is capturing a point, Annihilate is team deathmatch, and Escort is escorting a car into the enemy's territory. Sometimes there are random special game modes that act as modifiers to any of the 3 base game modes, just so you don't get surprised or confused if you see one. You can also open the comm wheel if you hold T. Alternatively, you can press C to ask for healing, V or middle mouse button to ping an enemy, and B to call out the percentage of your finisher, which is your ultimate ability. A little bit under the top of your screen, you will be able to see what buff or debuff you have as well. Let me point out some important details when it comes to health and shield. When you get a kill, your health starts to automatically regenerate until a certain amount of time or until you take damage, unless you are playing a support. Supports cannot regenerate HP after a kill. Your shield regenerates after not taking damage for a while and does not require a kill to regenerate. All of the characters that are being played is at the top of the screen. You can see if somebody has their finisher or not if they have a white looking background around their character. If they don't, then they do not have their finisher. But during overtime, the top of the screen will disappear. One more important thing to know is that when you're in the process of spawning in, you can press jump and launch yourself out of your spawn position in the direction that you're looking at instead of waiting for the game to respawn you automatically. Like any other hero shooter you may have played, all of them have this one thing in common: teamwork. If you want to increase your chances at winning any match, stick with your team and help teammates who need it. Make sure you don't jump into the enemy team by yourself, don't overextend just to kill someone, and don't stand too far back from your team and you'll do better than you think. Another thing that is very, very important is that you play the objective. If the game mode is Conquer or Escort, make sure to play most of the game on the objective. The game does expose how long you've played on the objective, so don't get embarrassed by the stat board. Paying attention to comms that your teammates give is also important for following up and keeping up with the game. For example, there are characters that can guarantee kills for your team if you combo them together, so always look for pings and follow up with a teammate. It's very easy to miss important details in matches, so don't ignore your team's pings and don't ignore the game sound effects. Now let's go a little deeper into how you play with your team by knowing what role you actually play in your team. If you are playing a melee character, your general role is to protect and assist your supports, control space, and deal massive amounts of damage. For example, if you chose to play sword, you would play in a position that is close enough to your supports to help them, while also keeping people away from the objective. If you're a ranged character, your general role is to assist your melee teammates in securing kills and picking off low HP targets, protecting and assisting your supports, and dealing with long-range threats. If you chose to play Hyper Laser, for example, you would either play on the back of the objective or behind it and attack anybody attacking your supports while also helping your team kill anybody who is low HP. If you're a support, your general role is to keep the team alive, assist your melee teammates in securing kills, and to give the team an advantage in fights with buffs, debuffs, and healing. Boombox, for example, you would play close to your melee teammates and give them speed buffs while hindering the opponent's movements so that your melees can get closer to them. Now obviously, it's more detailed than the list I provided, and I will be going into more detail when it comes to winning as a team in a future video of this guide and tutorial series. Okay, we got a full lobby going here. That's nice. See what we got on my team. Sword, coil, sub, okay. This is not a good team comp. But let's see what we can do here. I'm selling this game. Yo, bad timing. Oh, there's a biograph now. This biograph doesn't seem very good at biographs. I'm just gonna leave him alone for now though. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill their ban. I don't know what my team is doing in the back right now, but okay, could die. Nice. Bio is gonna die if he stays in. I just took complete control of the point almost all by myself. Okay, Scythe is okay. Interesting. Now my team is like scattered across the... Yo, what is going on? And that was a poor attempt from Skateboard if he tried to hit me. Van should be dead though. Nice. I don't know why he's diving on me. Sword also, don't know why he's diving on me. Dead. Just gonna ult there for fun. Gonna kill the Skateboard. Gonna kill the band. Gotta do everything myself, I guess. Bio is here, but Bio is low. Bio is dead. Do they have a medkit? No, they don't. I must have got hit by a Sword's M2 then. Nice try from Scythe. A little bit too obvious though. Scythe is about to die. Nice. I need to look at the Bio first. Bio's just... Oh, he's an ult, that's why. It is unfortunate that I didn't kill the Bio, but I'm also not dead, so... Yeah, there's somebody behind, but I don't know what he's doing. Kind of funny how the... Okay, I'm just dead now. Unfortunate. Kind of funny how I don't have any help from my team at all right now. It's kind of crazy. Well, good thing this is a guide and tutorial series, right? I don't know why Bio stepped back in. I'm also directly stuck by Sword. Interesting. Surprised he hit that. That's pretty good. Skate is just gonna die, going after me. Don't know what he's doing. Why is Coil giving me heal tether? Stop. I need to break it manually. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be this type of team, I fear. Okay, Skate is here again. Nice sub boat. I don't know if anybody's gonna be caught in that, but it'll give me space to play on the point. Sword should be dead. If I can... Nice, he's just getting too much healing from Coil. Sword just ulted, but I'm just gonna dodge that. Nice slam from my Coil. Pretty good. Need to kill the Skate though. Oh, that's the sword. Okay. Thought it was Skate for some reason. We can push the sub back a little bit and just make some pressure on him. He can die early. I couldn't track him long enough. Okay, that's their Coil. Ulting. Skateboard is breaking my flowers. Another subspace. Oh, but he dies. Hyper now, but he's also dead. Coil is after me now, and now he's low. Dodge the sword ult. That's a sub ult, but he is basically once up, so it doesn't matter. Coil is still after me, but Coil is dead. Skateboard is ulting, but he's getting... Oh. Come on now. Okay, Hyper missed me, fortunately. Shuriken ult can protect me in the middle. You're just going to be using... Or we're actually going to be using Rocket ult. I thought it was theirs. And we just win the match. Okay. Honestly, that was a pretty good match for my first match. But, yeah. That'll be good for the video. If people want to learn. Even though there was a lot going on that match. It was pretty good for my tutorial and guide series. So, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. But for now, keep practicing, keep playing, and I will see you all in the next one.